Namo Himalaya, love and light all. Divine vibrators, how are you all feeling today? It's an amazing day. This side, it's it actually showered. How do we say? It's not a heavy downpour day, but a bit rainy day today, and was so yesterday. Being in the center of the nature, we can feel that every droplet means something. Have you ever been through this kind of journey when it is raining? I usually dance while it is raining, but I don't know how many of them have seen me really dancing. Not in the roads, by the way. Probably it could be my terrace. Anyways, so divine vibrators, you have to step into the mode of acceptancy. Okay, never mind. This acceptancy level is something that you should look on. Many of you are not even uh, okay. This is not working good for me. Okay, so many of you are not in a level of accepting things in whichever ways it is. See, everything in your life, every person in your life comes with a purpose. What if I say you that in that way, will you be able to accept this way? If you are in the zone of accepting in this way, as long as if it's not harming you, like um, initial of the video I wore this clip, right? But it hurts me. I thought to say in the same way how I actually tied my hair, but that was not going to give me any kind of good sense of feeling. I couldn't receive. I cannot be in the alignment of delivering the message. And it also was hurting me. I actually chose to remove the clip. Likewise, the things that are occurring in your life, same, as long as it is not harming you but harming your mind, then you should declutter your mind and enter into the zone of acceptancy. If in case it is harming you, it's not only the mind it is harming, it is also harming me physically, or it's harming my heart, then you should step out. But in most cases, on daily life basis, it's not going to be that everyone you cannot sit and eradicate. Yes or no? Rather, you should know the alchemy process, in precise to say that it's an alchemy process. That for the alchemy process, the first point is to accept. Do not get into any kind of judgments of about anyone. You may say, that person is actually triggering me. Start to accept. What if I tell you, why are they actually triggering you? Why are you sitting? Maybe in another form, I can raise the question such that you will understand why you are not entering into the zone of acceptancy. Why does the universe? Here is the question. Listen. Why you are getting into trigger bracket, the universe is sending you in a form of a test. That's the shadow of yours, the emotions that you are hiding under your blanket that you need to work on to overcome on. Everything happens in a proper execution, perfectly calculated and perfectly executed. It's not at all just random that they open the door and they come and trigger you. Not at all. It's your frequency disalignment. You want to stay in the comfort zone. Ah, that's a beautiful bliss state when we enter into the spirituality. Oh, wow, beautiful. Who told you that? You need to do a lot of shadow work. You need to develop so many qualities, and the first quality is the acceptance. If you are not accepting anything and if it harms you, then your heart chakra will be blocked. You will not at all know. And that's why certain people cannot further proceed. It may seem that they are proceeding, but in their core, if you see, their egoistic mind is still operating, and that's why they cannot accept whatever happens in the externally, and they stumble inside, but that cannot be shown, and they won't show, especially if they are so-called celebrity. Even in spirituality, if they are, they won't show you that lesson. They need to really learn, but they won't show, but they will do the shadow work. Everybody does the shadow work. There is no person that they got enlightened and sitting here and teaching you. Everybody will be learning this or that on daily life basis till the last breath of the life that we live on this planet. We are going to learn something. So for that long drive, you need your acceptancy level. Also, just like the accelerator in your car, you need to rise up. You cannot drive your car by 5 speed, or like, the acceleration goes to 10 or 15. How long will you drive for? To about 200 or 300 kilometers, you accelerate a lot. Likewise, your acceptancy level needs to be accelerated. Many things in your life, for example, the hurricane that is going on in the western side, everything needs that acceptancy level. That acceptancy is accepted by the mother earth, and she is also undergoing a cleansing process. Only when you accept, the cleansing process will start, no matter how long you reach in the spirituality. But this basic quality, if you are not at all entering into this doorway, there is no way for you to reach the source. God accepts everything. You do wrong, you do right. He doesn't judge. He doesn't judge. He treats you in equality. So acceptancy is there for God. Otherwise, I will not survive on this planet. Right? So that acceptancy you should also create and flourish with colors. The sense of peace, what the most spiritual masters have is that they accept things and they immediately tap into the peace frequency with higher vibrational state. Ever you wished to raise your vibration, I must raise my vibration, I must raise my consciousness. Everything needs acceptancy. Accept your family members for what they are, who they are, and what they're doing in your life. And look in which aspect shall I grow myself. Write it down and work on that. You stop your judgments, first of all, about them. For some reason, they are there in your life. This is the truth. Accept this at least. And only then the next gate or door will open for you to where you should work on. You are still in kindergartens. A small child, like, who doesn't accept to do, who cannot accept the basics of 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, that 1, the number system, it is not accepting it. Likewise, so you are. So develop this acceptancy that will lead you into an amazing level of spirituality. Also, in third dimension, you can manifest anything. If you are stuck in manifestations, or even though if you attend so many people's manifestation or mastery classes or something, people do not manifest everything they wish in their life. Do you know why? Because they do not accept their laws according to the manifestation. If you are stuck in the low, then you will manifest low things, low frequencies. You're not supposed to focus on that. You're not supposed to focus on the lows, which means that you have to accept it and jump to the neutral frequency, such that again you can tap into the higher frequency, highs, the success rate. So this is how the laws of the universe really works. And coming back 2025, yes, the photon shower is showering for us. Even though if you do not shower on daily basis, you know what, the compassion state of the god's quality is actually showering on us in the means of photon. There's a photon shower going on. We all entered into the photon belt by 2012. So these are the 5 points. Why you should follow the 5 points? First, accept that 5 points, and then you can proceed with the practices. And then you can see where can I work. Okay, in these areas I need to work on. First, accept. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to judgments. All right. So number one is the meditation. No matter whatever happens in your life, you've got to sit and meditate. This is something amazing, amazing time in your life. The meditating time. Why, I tell you one truth. You are connecting to yourself. Meditation, some people think that okay, they're going to be simply sitting for hours and hours together, like no. You are connecting within to oneself, to that self. So meditation is important, it's necessary, it's a necessary tool in order to shut down your mind, by the way. Because your mind is not accepting. That's the problem here. So number two is the compassion. It's a God's quality. You need to develop and you have to work on. You have to work on because that is something everybody needs to develop this quality, this compassion state. But instead of judging others, start your compassion quality to build up. That will really lead you into a very good path of enlightenment. And number three is the power of now. This power of now, being in the present state, is something that you should be gifted to be in the present. For that, we have an amazing small activity called the watch time. So, in your watch, whatever it could be, but if it's digital, it's not going to work. However, because if you have the seconds that the analog watch, the previous one, the older ones, if you have so, or even in your phones, if you have the option to log into the analog clocks, you're not going to get any alarm set or something. You are just going to be in the present state for about 30 seconds just by watching the seconds hand. That's it. And then you're going to rise. See, the 30-second hand, you're not going to sit and watch, okay, this is the second hand that I'm watching for 30 seconds. No, that is not the way that you have to do. I am telling you how to do this with no thoughts. With no thoughts. Just the 30-second, only the seconds hand. And you should not be in a urge. When does the 30th second, the second hand will strike off? This initially it will happen, but as long as you prolong this kind of practice, you cannot come to the state of a present state, because this is a very ideal technique that I can deliver with you, that this technique will, for sure, it will help you. So now it is going to be recent to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 2 hours, and one day you will be becoming the witnessing meditator. This will lead you in that direction of witnessing meditation. So number four is the power of surrender, and number five is the power of gratitude. Whenever you feel that okay, everything seems to be in the wrong direction, what is left in my life? And that's when you have to step into the gratitude mode for whatever you have achieved or whatever the universe has given in your life. You have to be very grateful for that. People really suffer a lot when we say about the present state, I'm in the present state. If you are in the present state, you won't be in anger. You won't be in anger. You won't be in some disappointment or expecting anything. You will be just who you are. That's the truest form you are actually in. So for that, you have to step into the gratitude mode. If you start sending the gratitude each and every second, then you would unconsciously, you will step into the mode of power of surrender. You will surrender yourself. Okay, something has happened. Something is happening, and it's because the universe wants me to know something. Fine, they are there. That kind of a surrender you should practice on. So by tapping into these two frequencies, immediately you will flow in the flow state, which is called the present state. So but by practice, all these states will come instantly. So keep practicing all these 5 points to how much ever extent you can in this life birth itself, and cut the card within this life birth itself. Please exit this reincarnation trap, so as called as the soul trap. So please exit the trap and reach the God. Receive the moksha. Never ever dim your light for no reason, for no person. Nobody has a right. But you have the right to dim your light, right? So it's your choice that you're dimming your light. For why? Share your light, spread the light, shine bright. Be bold, be courage. But at the same time, Ground yourself. Don't go on floating. Ground yourself. Oneness with the light. Namo Himalaya.